everyone, it's me. I'm here with a quick tip on what to do at home to practice fine motor skills, pencil control, things like that. I've seen a lot of things online about using dry erase markers to help your kids use worksheets and things like that, make them reusable when they're practicing their handwriting. But a lot of people don't have dry erase markers at home. And also, I don't even know really how that dry erase markers are as far as like staining clothes and things. I haven't really tested that out, but I'm suspicious. If you do not have dry erase markers at home, you can use Crayola markers. These ultra clean washable ones are delightful. And here's why. Not only do they wash out of things beautifully, but they also function like do you remember those overhead projector sheets from back in the day? I'm in my 40s, so I remember things that young people don't remember. But remember you could draw things on plastic and then you could take damp tissue or damp paper towel and wipe it off. I mean, your teachers used to like lick their thumb and then like squidge it off. Same thing, except this stuff also comes out of clothes beautifully. So if they draw on their faces, it washes off. Whereas I don't know if the same is true from a dry erase marker. Also, like if they put this in their mouth and like scrub around, probably not recommended that they eat the Crayola ink, but it's not going to hurt them. And I don't know if the same is true of a dry erase marker. Maybe they'll be fine, but the fine people at Crayola I know do a whole lot of testing to make sure these things are kid safe. So let me show you what I mean. I have taken a worksheet here for handwriting practice, and I have a lovely tropical pink marker here, and I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to do some loop-de-loop-de-loops. See my loop-de-loop-de-loops? Beauty. Oh no. See, I got some in my hand, and that's going to happen, and we all know it just washes off like a dream. Now see this? Damp tissue. And it wipes off. So I can use this sheet again and again and again and again. For my kids, when they do their tracing practice, they like to the privilege of rinsing the marker off when they're done is a reward for finishing their tracing. Like when they show me that they've done their tracing and they're done, and they've done a good job, they don't have to do any of their letters again. I'm like, all right, you go rinse it off. And they say, yay! And they run down to the bathroom, they rinse it off, and they dry it off, and then they're done. So that's super fun. So if you are looking for tracing options, this one I got from a website called the OT Toolbox, and they have all sorts of fun little worksheets like this to practice just motions that aren't necessarily letters. So this is nice just to get some variety if your kids are getting sick of practicing actual letters or if they're in the pre-letter writing phase. So that's really fun. OT Toolbox, super fun. There's also a specific font that's available on thefont.com. I think it's called like KG Dots. I'll put a link to it down below. And that's what this looks like. If you look real close, it's got both the dotted lines as well as the letters that has the dots, which is super fun. I've gone ahead and laminated this one because I'm a crazy person who likes to laminate everything, and two, because I'm using this a lot. So we might as well just make a real nice version of this that is going to be super durable, because my 5-year-old, this is his personal tracing sheet that he practices on. And having a font is nice is because this is a real big letter. He's 5 years old, so he needs to be able to, he's practicing his letters more bigly. So this is more size appropriate for him. But the same font can be sized down to, let's compare. We have this size, and then I use the same font to make the lines slightly smaller for my 7-year-old, and I just have these blank sheets. So he can practice writing his words, his sentences, things like that, to get a better spacing for how the midline works, his ascenders, his descenders. So here we are, where it's slightly smaller, then on the back side, even smaller. So you can size it up or down, this particular font, depending on what is developmentally appropriate for their fine motor skills. So, to review, also, if you are a crazy person like me who likes to do like modern calligraphy with the Crayola markers, this is also a great practice for you. So, let's say you're a crazy person like me and you want to, let's do the word gather, shall we? Because everyone has that wall hanging above their fireplace that says gather. So let's practice the word gather. And so you can practice your lettering this way. So let's do O. Oh, gather. Now, I practiced that and it wipes off beautifully. So this is your tip of the day. You got your fat ones, you've got your skinny ones for your older kids who have even better fine motor control, motor skills. This also, see, la 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 la, scribble, scribble, scribble. Wipes off like a dream. So that's your tip for the day. You don't need dry erase markers. You just need some freezer bags or some laminated sheets, some traceable fonts or some worksheets, and some good old Crayola markers. Have fun today. Happy Easter weekend. Thanks for joining.